to the end zone. Touchdown! Alabama wins!
To me, Alabama and Nick Saban, this is a dynasty. What he's created in Tuscaloosa in the Alabama program that makes them the bar in college football.
Everybody, it's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again to talk about the Peter Woods commitment and to address the fact that it's a lot of Alabama fans pissed off over this his commitment to Clemson. And I don't understand why. I understand the guy is a 5-star from the state of Alabama. He grew up in Alabama, played football right around the corner from Tuscaloosa. I understand that. But him committing to Clemson is not, and not Alabama, is nothing to be upset over. Okay? Man, I read some of these comments. I mean, it is crazy. They blaming Freddie Roach, which it's not Freddie Roach's fault, man. They blaming Freddie Roach talking about the defense ain't been the way it usually is since he been there. Well, Freddie Roach is not the defense coordinator. Okay? Freddie Roach is the defensive line coach. And the defensive line haven't been that bad since Freddie Roach done been there. Okay? It has not. So quit fucking crying about damn Freddie Roach. It ain't his fault that this guy decided to go to Clemson. The guy told you last night why he decided to go to Clemson. That is not Freddie Roach's fault. But he did say that he was with Bama all the way up until after his Clemson visit. So they had him, and he said that Clemson showed him something that nobody else showed him. So it is what it is, man. So it ain't Freddie Roach's fault, man. It is not Freddie Roach's fault. It ain't Pete Golding's fault. It ain't Nick Saban's fault. They cannot be blamed for this guy's decision. Okay? Maybe his family had a lot to do with it too. We don't know that. But we got to find somebody to blame. We got to find somebody to blame. Like we should have had it in the back. Matter of fact, I even read one comment from an Alabama fan saying that they can't wait for the downfall of this kid. It'll be hilarious. That is crazy. That is crazy. And I'm quite sure it came from a grown-ass man. That is sad. To wish a downfall on an 18-year-old kid just trying to live out his dreams just because he didn't commit to the school that you are a fan of. That is fucking ridiculous. And that right there give Alabama fans a bad damn name. But anyway, we got to find somebody to blame. We got to be pissed off. I mean, these guys in this comment section crying and whining like it's the end of the world. He's a 5-star. But I don't hear nobody crying when Alabama, Nick Saban, Pete Golding, or whoever else on the staff at the time, go into these other states and get 5 stars to come to Alabama. You ain't crying then. This is only one guy. It ain't like we can't get another guy, man. He's not the first guy that 5-starred up to play football in the state of Alabama to go to another school out of state or play for another school out of state. He is not. Also, I guess y'all forgot about the fact that the guy could flip. You never know. He might not. And y'all wasn't crying about what's his name, Edelberry, that just flipped from Georgia to Alabama. You wasn't crying about that. Why? Because he's committed to Alabama. It's a damn shame, man. All these 5-stars that came from other states to play for Alabama. You didn't cry about them. You didn't cry when Tua committed to Alabama. He was from Hawaii. You didn't cry about that. You didn't cry about Bryce Young committing to Alabama. He was from California. We can go on and on. You didn't cry about Will Anderson, 5-star. All these are 5-stars I'm naming. You didn't cry about Will Anderson committing to Alabama. He was from Georgia. You didn't cry about Jerry Jeudy committing to Alabama. He was from Florida. Didn't cry about Karen Ridley commit to Alabama. He was from Florida. Now, who we got? We got Ty Simpson, 5-star. Well, he's a 4-star. 5-star. He's a 5-star committed to Alabama from Tennessee. You got Jaheed Campbell, 5-star out of Florida. So all those are 5-stars you didn't cry about. 2 of them are freshmen, Ty Simpson and Jaheed Campbell. This will be their freshman season. You didn't cry about that. I just don't understand. Then from the past, you got Jonathan Allen, 5-star. He was a defensive lineman committed to Alabama out of Virginia. Mika Fitzpatrick, 5-star safety out of New Jersey. Landon Collins, 5-star safety out of Louisiana. I didn't hear not one Alabama fan cry, complain, bitch, and moan, and wish for the downfall of none of these guys I just named. Why? Because they played and committed. Well, they committed and played for the great Alabama Crimson Tide, my Alabama Crimson Tide. So stop crying because this guy decided to play for Clemson. I don't like Clemson. I definitely don't like Dabo Swinney. But it's something about Clemson, Dabo Swinney, that persuaded this guy to go and commit to Clemson. A lot of guys probably think he got an NIL deal. Maybe he did. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? They can do that now, which they don't supposed to promise an NIL deal before the guy actually gets on campus. But they doing it. And they getting the recruits. Okay. It's not our fault that we ain't doing it. Or if we is, then oh fucking well. But us fans can't do shit about it. Us crying about it ain't gonna change ain't gonna change a damn thing. This shit is crazy. But man, just because this guy grew up in Alabama, spent all his life in Alabama, grew up an Alabama fan, that don't mean he wanted to play for Alabama. Well, evidently he did because he said he was Alabama all the way up until the Clemson visit. But, okay, maybe he went to Clemson. They showed him some shit. Maybe Clemson running the same type defense as his high school team ran. You don't know. And maybe he thought, hey, I can excel in this program a whole lot better than what I can do at Alabama. You never know. You never know. So let's stop with all the bitching. Let's stop with all the whining and just wait on the next recruit and see who we gonna get. Okay, it ain't the end of the world because we missed out on 5-star Peter Woods. It is not the end of the world. We got a couple of 5-stars already that's committed to us in the 2023 class. Okay, Tony Mitchell and Jaleel Hurley. I ain't heard nobody cry about those two. Nobody. We got 4-star Eli Holstein. Nobody cried. Jean Pierre, 4-star. Nobody cried. Malik Benson. He coming from a community college. He's one of the best. He's the number 1 wide receiver in JUCO. But he committed to Alabama. Nobody cried. Nobody said a word. Justin Jefferson, another 4-star to Mississippi. 4-star, nobody crying about him. Nobody, man. So, I mean, it's one guy, man. We getting players, 5-stars, out of other goddamn states. We happy about that. So let's be happy for this guy and wish him the best. If he flip, oh well. The man might even flip and go somewhere else and not Alabama. But you know what? These Alabama fans talking shit about this young man. He might not even want to come to Alabama no more because he might read some of these comments. You never know. Wish the man the best. All I'm everybody that playing college football got the same damn goal, which is to get to the NFL. Whether they get to the NFL through Alabama, through Clemson, through Georgia, through Florida, through Notre Dame, who gives a shit? We should be happy for them, not praying on their downfall. because they didn't choose to play at the University of Alabama, university that I love. Okay? It's all good. It's going to be a lot of more 5 stars out of Alabama that we ain't going to get in the coming years. Or you're going to be crying about those too? Well, you're going to have some sad damn days. Because I'm going to continue to be happy. Because I know my Alabama Crimson Tide going to keep on rolling. And keep on whooping ass and taking names. And keep on winning SEC championships and national championships. We got one coming in 2022. That's what you ought to be thinking about. Instead of crying about what this young man decided to do. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get off my little soapbox. So, but hey, let's just wish the guy the best, man, and keep it moving, man. Alabama gonna be all right, with or without him, and y'all know this. So, well, we know Nick Saban is all about business. And he's going to make sure that the Alabama Crimson Tide is a successful football program for some years to come. Roll damn Tide. Fucking clowns crying.